Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mutants and Mastermind. We've been on hiatus for quite some time because of COVID and getting vaccination, so we didn't actually have many of our games on schedule because me myself I needed to rest after the jab. So now today we're actually going to continue our Mutants and Masterminds where we actually left off, where the heroes were actually ambushed and attacked by the shadows when they were actually protecting Zelda Robbins and others within the confines of the hospital when a huge explosion actually wrecked the whole building and everybody due to their concussion, and some actually managed to escape the ongoing explosion due to their magnificent speed, such as Blue Rush, also known as the Andre, and also, the others actually arrived on the scene on how Michael was actually blocked by the blast and actually was shown to the nearest wall that actually almost knocked him unconscious. But during that time, also Walter and also Uriel actually arrived on the scene to actually see what actually happened. And during that time itself, the shadows actually being led by a particular man that the others had not seen before. They actually called himself unknowingly as the shifter. And during the explosion, the heroes were still in a daze and they actually got themselves. But Blue Rush and Ichiro Star was actually faced with another man that seems to be similar or familiar to them. But as Blue Rush actually stared, this man wearing all black, black hood, carrying an arrow, unsure whether he faced him before or even me. But looking at the initial counter, we actually ended the game during a fight, and during the fight itself, everybody actually rolled for their initiative. With the first being Mindbot, but Mindbot actually parked his car and quickly rushed up, and everybody else was actually rushing out from the hospital. While Mindbot and Uriel was actually pushing many of the patients and many of the doctors and the nurses were actually rushing from the hospital. Mindbot actually took the nearest lift to get Uriel and they actually went up. But it will take quite some time. Okay. Now gonna be skipping Mindbot and then heading straight to Shadow Striker. Shadow Striker actually looks at you. His foot mass. This man apparently loved eating black, but judging by the recording they used earlier on and one of Shadow's pipe, this was one of them that actually took Shadow away and also was the one that injured Zelda Robbins during the attack. The one that actually impaled her with an arrow. And Shadow Striker actually stare at you and then look at you. And then he laid down his bow, but one of his arrows is still at his string. He actually held it in a ready position, looking at you in the distance. Actually, Shadow Striker and actually said, "So you must be the infamous Blue Watch. I heard a lot about you, but I'm not too sure whether my arrow is fast enough for your speed, however. But I'm gonna see if I'll prove that you're really right." Immediately, he went into an strike position. His leg actually extended. He pulled his bows, and you notice that one of his arrows immediately emerged to become three, and he shot all three arrows at you, rolling to hit. One, two, and three. Okay, you can roll for either dodge or you can parry these arrows with your hand. Dodge 32, 22, and then 29. 32 and 29 pass. You dodge the first one. Apparently, the second one actually grazed you, and then you would see the third one coming straight to your neck, and then you dodge that. Now roll for your toughness on the 22. Okay, right. You actually got hit. And then for the damage, roll for the damage. Yeah, not much. Okay, your toughness actually dropped by one after actually getting struck by the arrow. But you're not stunned, neither are you staggered. But it seems that your suit is slightly damaged and there's blood actually dripping from your shoulder. But immediately after that blue rush, you see your turn coming. What do you want to do?
Hello, Yellow Guy. Oh, nice shot. You predicted my moves. we could practice some more on this thing, but sadly I got other matters to do. I will proceed to run to Le Robin.
You quickly run straight to Zelda Robin's room to see that she's actually still conscious, but looking at you, Blue Rush, and said, "What's going?" And she's like in a staggered voice, and he said, "What's going on? Explosion! People everywhere!" But as you rush, you see that this particular man, known as the Shifter, actually saw you streaking into Zelda Robin's room, but he does not act yet until your turn. You just took a full round action to go to the room. Okay, Blue Rush, what do you do?
All right, as my action, I will just prepare to carry her outside of the window. That's it.
Okay. You prepare to actually carry her outside the room. Okay, your character should be strong enough to actually carry her. Roll for strength. Okay, succeed. Okay, you carry her, and then that's it. And then you're done. Right. The Shifter actually saw you coming, and then immediately after that, you see him casting some sort of power on the front door that seems to actually indicate either some sort of magical energy or even a portal, but you're not too sure what it is. When Spartan actually notices that, and the other officers actually notices that, but some of them might be still unconscious on the floor, while you're still unsure whether this thing that somehow materialized in front of you, you're not too sure whether it's actually safe or not. Okay, Red Spartan on the floor, you were actually rocked by the huge explosion that actually pushed you to the floor itself. You're actually having some sort of slight concussion to your head, but you're still okay. What do you want to do?
I get up and I immediately fire a energy blast towards this guy.
Alright. Alright, you should energy blast at him. He actually dodged it easily, he didn't even budge. He just moved to the side slightly, and then you miss.
And then let me try to intimidate him to stop. Where is my intimidation? Here we are. Oh, first net one of the day.
How do you intimidate? You're injured. How you roleplay that?
Okay, let me roleplay.
With your intimidation of critical one.
Yeah, let me roleplay this. You are not supposed to be here.
He looks at you, and you are not supposed to be here. And then you want to watch it escape. Okay, Ethereal Star.
I'm here.
Okay, you see this particular man actually attack Blue Rush, actually grazing him on the shoulder with his arrows, and then after that, this particular man over there outside the door somehow attacks Blue Rush, but you're not too sure whether the attack was successful or not because he just conjured up some sort of energy spear that just appeared. But in the distance, you only see two of them so far. What do you want to do?
Okay, I will assume that Blue Rush is handling this guy over here. So I'll handle this guy with the bow over here.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to use my speed, my flight speed, and push him out from the building or the premises?
Provided you succeed in hitting.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Ken?
You rolled.
Okay.
Yeah, is it a hit or something or whatever?
Alright. You actually grab him. And then where do you bring him? Outside the window, which is here, all the way down.
Outside the premises, which is literally just outside the premises.
Mm-hmm.
The hospital, if I'm in the hospital, I want it to be outside of the hospital. It's like 500 feet outside of, 500 500 miles per hour. 500 miles per hour. Where can 500 miles per hour go? Let me to.
Oh, jeez, that's not
Well,
bad.
you don't really. Well, I'm actually rolling for his toughness. Okay, you actually push him, but you actually push him down. But you just grapple him only. You know that you're flying because if you're going through the wall, meaning you have to actually grapple him. But you successfully grapple him, but just that you are now outside of the premises, which I'll
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
put you later on. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that way lah. I'm just gonna assume that way lah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, Hitman not here. Okay. Round two. Okay. Mindbot not in yet.
DM, Uriel's soul is here. Just to tell you that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's here. Fantastic.
Oh, couldn't get out of work. Okay. All right. Yeah, he's still taking the lift to get a mindbot. Okay, Shadow Striker with this one. All right. Let me switch scenes first. Out of the building. Okay, Hero Star. You push him, this particular man, out of the building, and then you are now fighting him outside of the building itself. But he actually grappled you. He actually smashes you on with his elbow on your head. You notice that he actually somehow, when he knocked you, you feel some sort of burst of energy coming from his wrist, and then he grabbed you by your head, and then he electrocuted you immediately. And then after that, because he's actually grappling you, okay, so you have actually a bonus to hit. Okay, roll for toughness.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing.
Yeah.
Can. Roll for toughness.
Who roll for toughness?
You.
Okay. Hold on.
He punches you in the face and
Sorry, I
electrocutes
was
you
changing.
immediately. Good. You are now very
That's
staggered.
one.
You are now
Second round
very
today.
you are now very staggered. Okay. Staggered. Okay. Later you have to roll for Constitution.
Wait, she's flying with him. Doesn't that mean they
Yeah.
both fall to their death at this rate?
They'll both fall, but this guy is not unconscious. The star
Okay.
is. He will just use the star as a cushion.
Oh god.
No, wait. Why do I need to go for toughness first of all? Because I didn't hear enough. Because I was changing my volume setting. I didn't know what's going on.
He grabbed you by your head and electrocuted you
Hello?
immediately with. He grabbed you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Cannot.
Hello?
Can't hear anyone? Oh
No,
no.
we can hear her perfectly fine. No
Yeah, we can.
problem.
Yeah, but she cannot hear us.
Yan, can you hear us? Yan, can you hear us?
Don't think so.
Can't hear shit. My Unify. Oh, okay. The Unify is fucked up.
Oh god, man.
Shadow Striker user as a
Can you
board.
hear me?
Yeah,
Shadow
yeah.
jump.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Oh wow.
Oh god, I cannot watch this. I cannot watch this.
You must.
I mean, for a moment it looked like a Tekken type of movement mixed in with Street Fighter. Grab and bam!
Hit him with the Yozuna drop.
And those striker drop and boom on the floor.
Round 2, fight!
What? Laptop refused to connect. Wow.
Oh man, I can totally see this guy pulling a... I can totally see this guy doing a whole pose at the end of it.
A JoJo pose.
Shadow Striker, win!
So,
Oh, add on top of that him saying a catchy phrase.
oh, okay. Nyan's Unify is dead. Okay.
What?
Eh?
Dead?
Internet kaput. Internet
Oh.
kaput.
Itulah.
Oh my god. Okay. She must be, knowing her, she must be saying all sort of words right now in the house.
Demonetized.
That shouldn't be recorded.
We're gonna be
Yes.
demonetized.
Yes.
Herb, depending on the situation, later I'm gonna ask your permission to go full, full blast.
Okay.
We
Alright,
always do
Blue
that.
Rush. Blue Rush, you heard a loud explosion actually in the distance. You're not too sure what actually happened, but you try to actually escape, but you see some sort of spherical energy in front of the door. You're not too sure what to do. What do you want to do?
Let's see. I will ask her to reach for the windows and open it. I assume there is a window.
Every hospital have a window, okay? But unless you can fly,
Oh, I'm going to try to run on the walls.
I'm so annoyed right now. My laptop refuses to connect. My fucking Unify is not doing piece of shit, and I can't do shit right now. Hello?
Hello, yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Hello?
Yeah. We can hear you. We can hear you.
I don't know. My
if it's the music, I can turn it off. Just to give you a proper bandwidth.
I fucking god, my line is a piece of shit, man.
Okay,
It
let me
happens.
try turn off the music and see if your line is okay. Right. Okay, Blue Rush.
Music is
Blue.
not the fault. It's my line. It's just refusing to fucking connect every piece of shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
That means your modem problem. That means there's something with your modem already.
Oh no, the Unify is a piece of shit right now. So everyone is facing the fucking issue that their fucking Unify is not connecting fucking properly when every fucking one I'm paying every fucking 139 for this kind of piece of shit service.
It's Unify. I think it'll be done. No, it's okay. Let's continue. Okay, Blue Rush. You look down from the hospital itself. Is roughly at least like 20 floors down, all the way to ground floor. You're not too sure. If it was only you, roll for insight.
Alright, hang on. Oh shoot.
The monetized tag. Oh, don't worry. I think I lost like 2 subscribers. I think because of you got like one video that I posted. Too much cursings inside. Yeah.
Anyways, inside 13.
Okay. Right inside 13. Okay, Blue Rush. With Jagger Robbins on your back, looking down, you're not too sure whether you're able to control the speed, because if you run so fast and because of the weight, and if you fail, you will injure. You most likely will kill her, and most likely will injure yourself to the point of incapitation. And that could be a very difficult part. There is a possibility you can do this, might, but you have to be extremely lucky to do that. In order for you to jump, to run down, and then put your feet properly on a 90 degree
On her. Hmm.
Okay, now we cannot hear her, but
Yeah, it's like break. Yeah, her's kind of breaking up a bit.
mm-hmm.
Is it? Okay. Which part do you did not hear?
Right after you said, I could make it, but and that's where you cut off.
Hmm. You could make it, but unless you want to take that risk, you can actually run down, but chances of doing that you might kill Zelda Robbins if you fail, because she's already very injured.
Hmm. Is there like any other nearby buildings near the hospital?
Nearby buildings in the hospital, yes, but unless you have super jump, you can reach there, but sadly you don't.
I can build momentum with
The
that.
only person you can, however, the momentum for you is very short inside this room. And in order for you to build momentum, you have to actually have at least a really long distance running jump. And from this room out the window, it's going to be very difficult. Your only two chances is, or three chances is, take the risk, go running down, which might injure yourself and Zelda Robbins, jumping from the roof to the other side of the roof, which could also kill your character straight off, and also Zelda Robbins immediately. And then or three, you better hope and wish that Ethereal Star and Red Spartan is okay to fly you off. However, you do not know what does this thing do. That's the thing.
Okay, I'm gonna actually communicate during using the communicator and just request somebody to wait outside of Zelda's Robin room. Whoever can fly.
Everybody heard that actually. Not too sure about Mindbot and Uriel while they're actually inside the lift. Okay, Uriel and Mindbot, roll for your technology with a -10 penalty.
Okay. -10. Give me a moment. Tech. Where are you? Oh, here we are.
Uriel Watcher 2, nope. Communicator doesn't work. Okay, technology 35, -10, that's still 25. You still hear it. You actually hear it. You actually heard it while you're actually inside the lift.
I immediately say, I'm on my way in the elevator. However, I cannot fly. But maybe if you give her to Red Spartan, he can just fly her off.
I'm not sure about Red Spartan. He seems pretty occupied. The front door is been blocked, and my only option is to jump out the window.
Defend your current location until help arrives. Do not engage unless you have to.
And I'll tell Zelda Robbins if anything comes out here, I think I'm gonna jump out. If that's okay with you.
Okay. Wait until next turn.
Yep, I
Okay,
will do that.
the shifter actually moved this portal or whatever thing that he actually conjure up is still at the door. But Red Spartan, you see this person here moves his hand in a circular motion, and after that he immediately let his palm out, and you see some sort of fist, a really really big fist that suddenly somehow turned into a palm, and then coming towards your general direction. Okay, you can either roll for parry to block it, or you can roll for dodge to evade it.
Harry.
Carry that shit.
Oh nope,
Oh, God.
you get pushed to the wall. You got slammed to the wall. This huge fist, the fist is roughly about 5 feet by 5 feet wide, slams you, punches you in the gut, and then roll for toughness. Okay.
Man.
Right. Yeah, you lose two toughness, and then also you immediately
That's four already.
you are
Four already.
staggered. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, staggered. Staggered character has been badly beaten, barely holding on to consciousness. Only take a single standard or move action in each round, meaning that you can either use an attack action, you cannot use your action, which is your skill action, or you can either use your skill action but not your attack action. You have to choose press button because it's your turn. The huge fist slams you to the wall and then disappears, and then you see this man at the door near the lift behind him laugh like, I thought the man that defeated Professor Doom would give more of a challenge. He speaks out. A pity.
I use a hero point to remove the stagger.
Alright, okay. If you use a hero point, you actually remove everything. So you're actually back to normal. You're not bruised, you're back to normal.
I don't have time to deal with you. Then I comply with Blue Rush request, fly out through the window from this room to the
Huh?
other Robin's room.
Okay, full round action, but you're flying from the room to the other room. You now have to roll for. Okay, because you're going from one window to the other, roll for acrobatics.
Alright.
If you fail, you're just risking injuring yourself. Okay, DC 15, you fail by 2. Okay, roll for toughness.
Okay.
Your toughness roll is really bad. And you are now bruised. You lose one toughness again.
At this point, I don't care. I need to save people.
Alright, Euro
Also, I'll
Watchers.
be here.
Okay, you're actually outside
Also,
here.
I'll be here.
Euro Watcher is still in the
Alright.
lift together with Mindbot and not there. Okay, it's real star. It's real star is unconscious. Okay, okay, it's real star. Here on the floor. This particular man took out his bow and then shoot it all the way up to the roof and then rappel all the way up.
So I'm useless basically, is it?
No, you have to roll for your constitution.
Please, somebody roll something above 10.
Or
I'm trying to roll. Hold on.
okay,
Right.
roll for fortitude. Fortitude.
Ooh.
Okay, you got up, but you are still injured. But you cannot do anything because it's a full round action. It is the first time that a normal human being managed to actually take you down easily, Mitchell Star. Well, you're dazed, you're confused, you're bloodied, you're bruised, you're a bit staggered, you're stunned, and you have to wait for the next round to actually do something. Okay, Hitman is not here, gonna remove this guy. Okay, straight to round three. Round three, okay. Now, hey, mine bot.
Mm-hmm.
You and Uriel appear before the lift door, but of course, Uriel, you're actually surprised to actually see the shifter actually walking slowly towards one of the hospital rooms. But he actually turns to actually face the two of you. And then he actually says, you are late, apparently, but very, very late. But as he was actually talking, one man suddenly appeared from the roof of, and jumped straight and then joined him and jumped in from the hospital room and straight towards the corridor, apparently rappelling up using some sort of bow technology to show what happened. But hey man, what are you gonna do?
I
There's two people here now.
I basically while staring at them both, I tell Oriel, I'm gonna leave the purple guy to you and take on. I'm gonna take on Black Robin Hood over there. And that's when I aim at this guy. I'm like, hey yo, Robin Hood, what happened to the whole tights and the merry men? Aren't you a little bit out of, theatrical? I'm trying to basically mock him, so does that count as a form of intimidation?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay. Rolling, rolling for the will. Who do you intimidate actually? This
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
this one?
Yeah, this one, Robin Hood. I called him basically
Okay.
Robin Hood, and I'm like, where's your merry men in the tights? And aren't you supposed to be stealing from the rich and giving to the poor?
And he actually points his finger at you and he screams, "You take that back! This costume was actually handmade by me personally. It's not so tight, but it perfectly fits." But he's a bit angry at you though. But you use your action for that one. You actually intimidate him. Okay. And now he actually have a penalty against you because if you're angry, fellow striker actually attacks you. But be- before he actually even he actually like run towards one direction,
Mm-hmm.
look into one room, and then screams out to this man over here and said, "They are trying to escape through the window. Suggest you unrelease that or reverse the portal." And then this man agreed. He speaks back. And then Lurach, you see a red button outside the window. You are there. Okay, you know to show whether red button is strong enough to carry the both of you or only carry one of you. Okay, Lurach, what are you going to do?
I will pass Zelda to
Toss
the
the
red button.
Zelda! Toss the Zelda.
Yeet.
Don't toss her.
Now I'll just pass it to her. I'll just pass it to the. I'll pass Zelda to the red lantern.
No, you mean you're
All right.
passing Zelda to Link. So now Link and Zelda are together.
Oh hell no! You guys are gonna. Okay, fine.
Hey man, there would have been a
This
lot
is
easier though if Zelda had it's a two-player game.
Oh, it would have been a lot easier actually.
Okay. Okay, after giving Zelda to Red Spartan, he now have his hands full for trying to protect her. Because you know for what fact Blue Rush, these two people outside the hallway, most likely either want to kill her or capture her. You know to show why. But they're the only one instrumental that actually pierce her with the arrows anyway. But after you give Zelda to Red Spartan, what do you want to do? You got one more action.
I'll just tell Red Spartan to just fly off, and I'll probably just look at the portal and just prepare whatever comes.
Okay. Whoever comes. Alright. Okay, and then you notice that the portal suddenly changes direction, and then you see this particular man quickly run towards the other side of the wall, and then he quickly rush in to the portal and then jumps into it. Okay, Red Spartan, when you were flying with Zelda Robin, you suddenly shocked to see a portal suddenly appeared in mid-air, and for you to see the man with the black hood suddenly appearing from the portal and jumping down at you.
Nani?
Son, better dodge. Better dodge. Whatever you do, better dodge. You're carrying an injured woman over there. Yeet yourself away from him.
Okay, this will be next turn because he suddenly appeared. He's going to grab you. This will be next turn. Okay, he's now on top of you, but he's flailing towards you. Okay, now red Spartan. You see him coming towards you. What are you gonna do? You got Zelda on your hand. You can't fly very fast. What are you gonna do?
I quickly move away with her, but I cover her using my back as a shield if he decides to shoot me or her.
Okay.
I hold her tightly, not letting her go at all.
Mhm.
I fly backwards just to let him fall and for him not to, headbutted me.
He aims an arrow
The
and he shoots the arrow. Roll for dodge with a -10 penalty.
Oh
11.
God.
1. You notice that he shoot an arrow and the arrow immediately somehow twists and turn and tied on your leg, and now this man is now riding on you. Now you have weight on your leg, and now you have Zelda Robbins on you. You cannot use your blast because you need both. You need your hands free. So what you gonna do? Is now have on your leg. Now you have a penalty of -15.
Do I see Angel Star down there?
What? Ichirostar is
Do
still
I
on,
see?
it's all the way down, man. It's like 20 stories down. It really injured her a lot.
Yeah. In this case, I decide to go down with this guy and try and hope that Angel Star wants to whack this guy like a piñata.
Okay. All right. Now, okay, moving to Iriel the Watcher.
Yo,
Okay. All right, Iriel the Watcher, you notice that the shifter somehow shifted his portal to send his companion out the window to chase after Red Spartan, but Blue Rush is still inside the room. We're not too sure what happened. If Blue Rush, if you enter through the portal, will it do the same effect during that moment in time? You're not too sure. So, but before that turn comes, you really watch what you're doing. It seems that the shifter actually turns his attention towards you and then mindbot, his hand still moving in a circular motion, waiting for some sort of action from you, but he speaks out. Anything you do against me is going to be useless, Uriel. You know what's going to happen next. Because we have our orders, and it seems that our orders have been fulfilled. Whatever you do now, Uriel, will just be for naught. Hey, Uriel, what do you want to do?
yeah, I'm gonna holy smite.
Holy smite! You don't want to stalk. You don't want to waste any time. You have man out of time, but and now you are running out of time, and you rush towards him, and you holy smite him. He laughs as you rush towards him. The holy smite again. And then I roll for dodge. Okay, you hit him. You managed to hit him, but not heavy enough. You just smack him straight off. Okay, gonna be rolling for toughness. Okay, DC 33, strength base 8, indicator 8. Okay, alright. Nope, he actually survived that. He actually like staggered back. You punch him with a holy smite, but did nothing much. He just like laugh. Is that the best you can do, Uriel? Okay, you already done your attack action. You can use another action, which is not an attack action, which is either a skill action.
Um, okay. So does that include things like try to like draw aggro, for instance? Like try to make sure his attention is on me, so maybe kind of might be more absent-minded about his portal.
Yeah, you can. You can actually
Will that be
speak up to him
deception
and
or
roll intimidation against his will.
I got nothing in that either? Oh, there we go.
Oh, first
Alright.
natural of the day.
Alright, that's a natural 20. Okay, you're gonna be rolling for his will. And then after you punch him with your holy smite, he actually readjusted his jaw, but you're unable to see his face because it's all within some shadow. And he turns to you and said, ah, I guess we're gonna be doing this dance over and over again, no matter which timeline we're in. But
Whatever
sending
brings you
you
back.
sending you back to another timeline will just tire me out. I guess I will stuck here until my task is done. But he now focus his attention towards you. Okay, now it's your star. You're bruised. You're staggered. You're injured. You're not too sure what happened. You got a jolt of your life. Your brain seems like it's actually on. Your brain feels like it's boiling at the moment. But as you're actually looking up, you see Red Spartan coming down what seems to be Zelda Robbins on his arm And then the man that you tackled, the man that you fell with on this floor, all the way down from the hospital, coming down towards you. But as they were actually slowly floating down from the rooftop towards your general direction, Imperial Star, what do you want to do?
Oh, now you piss me off. I immediately shot my star beam, focusing on so-called quote-unquote Robin Hood, because I do
Mhm,
not know his name. I just gonna call him the bow guy. The bow guy.
mhm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll for my star bolt to attack him from the beneath. Yeah. Nah, nah, let's forget it.
I'm still need to roll for dodge. Okay, you use your starbolt. He quickly ran towards the wall. He kicked himself and he somersaulted, rolled on the floor, and then appeared right in front of you. And then after that, he quickly smiled and said, "Looks like we're going to be having this dance again, pretty one. And you, me again. And you and your pretty, and you and your handsome friend too. Both of you together against me would be good. Two versus one? Or is we going to be having a twosome?" Hmm. He smiled and he laughed. And now round four. You have one more action if you will start before we go into round four, which is not an attack action. Again, it's a skill action.
I'm not sure what I can do because most of my score are not that
Uh,
high.
Are they
Hmm.
intimidate or you hype yourself up to beat the guy?
I would say intimidate him. I mean, I called him a man in tights, and that's apparently pissed him off since his
Yeah.
mama made the costume for him. So that's a little bit of a topic for him.
Well,
You can use insight to see his weakness. You can try to use acrobatic to go into a defensive. So it can at least give you at least a +2 or a +5 bonus. At least +2, +1, +2, +5 to
acrobats is
+10.
it?
Yeah,
Acrobats is it?
acrobats or even a perception or even persuasion
Nah,
on
most
many
of my
more.
row
Oh,
is piece of shit, so it's okay. Most of
it's
my row
okay.
is piece of
It's your
shit.
star. It's not an acrobatic type of superhero, I believe. So now straight to round four. Okay, Mindbot. It seems that you and Uriel is now facing this unknown person that Uriel just punched earlier on, which doesn't seem to face him at all,
Uh,
or doesn't seem to injure
a
him.
question: if I attempt to, shall we say, run at him from my current location and do kind of like a martial arts type of thing where I can, uh, do something for his leg where he can, like, fall prone, does that count as a skill action or as an action?
It's an action. It's like a grapple attack. It's one of your grapple attack, which is one of your skills, which is close combat. It's under close combat, but it's actually your attack action
Oh, okay.
because you want to trip him so he can actually fall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to trip him so he cannot basically like do anything while giving, Uriel some advantage for him. Is that possible?
Hmm.
Okay, so I'll be doing that, but let me. So first, like, I just rush at him in an attempt to do like a karate type movement. How do you spell grapple?
You don't have to spell grapple; just attack. Actually, grapple is your close combat. Actually,
Oh, yeah.
if there's no rank for it, then you can just ignore it. Then it's actually under your attack action. Your close combat.
Let me just check my, because under close combat I only have punch and kick, so I'll add grapple.
Like
Grapple.
athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Athletics is like a grapple.
No, no, it's okay. I rolled, so this here is my grapple against him. I'm like, I just run and like bam, just try to hit him on the leg so he can like fall prone.
Okay, all right. You actually tried to actually grapple him. He actually saw your grapple coming, and then after that, then he rolls. So, yeah, yeah, it's okay. I just wanted to show you the dice roll. I can hide or unhide it. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
you actually try to grapple him. You actually slide on the floor. You try to actually trip him, but he saw your slide coming. And then when you try to trip him, he actually reverse your trip. And then after that, you just roll on the floor and miss him completely.
Mm-hmm.
And he just stares at you and said, before we can actually have this dance, Mindbot, I'll be having my first dance together with an old friend of mine.
I'm like,
Do you mind?
I'm like,
Then after you're still here on the floor,
Oh.
but you have an action,
okay,
skill action.
okay. As a skill action, I'll try to intimidate him by saying, "Oh, come on, you're just gonna cheat on me with him? What happened to us, to our love, to our children?"
He cringed. Yeah, he cringed. All right. Uriel's like, going on. Uriel, you're wondering to yourself whether Mindbot is trying to intimidate this guy or he's trying to flirt with him.
Oh god.
Let's just go with the ladder, okay? Let's just go with the ladder.
Yeah. All right, now Shadow Striker. Shadow Striker is now facing you. Immediately he took out his bow. He moved to the side. He actually jumped and roll. He shoots, and then if you fail this dodge, you are immediately auto grapple. Okay, we'll roll for dodge. Your dodge have a penalty. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's roll. -2 penalty. Dodge, 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 dodge,
Who
dodge.
dodge?
It will star dodge because you're still floating down.
Ah,
Wait, I roll for dodge?
Yes,
ish.
he shot at
Okay,
you.
okay, sorry, hold on.
20. Nice.
Yeah, dodge 20. He actually still hit you. Okay, because of -2 penalty. Okay, because you are actually injured and early on disabled. So you're injured, you're still this. So roll for athletics with a -2 penalty. Okay, -2, 16, fail. Okay, it's your star. He actually rolled. He took out a bow. He shot the bow, and the bow immediately opens up and becomes a net. And the net immediately grabs you and then push you down to the floor, and now you're being net. And now you're completely grappled when you need to roll a strength check later on to ungrapple yourself from this net. And then he quickly turns his attention to you, that's turn as you slowly float down. And now he looks at you and said, "Here, next." He intimidate you, roll for will. Okay, you pass DC 15. If not, you have a -2 on your action.
Let me just roleplay this. I won't let her go. You're just going to have to kill me then.
Shadow wants her back, and it'll be a task that we need to do for the shadow. And then as he slowly floats, okay, blue rush. You are in the room. The portal is there, preventing you from going outside. You're not too sure whether running down will be a safe bet. But since that Zelda Robin is no longer with you, you can take that bet or take a chance and go through the portal. While Shifter outside is busy fighting Mindbot and Uriel. Since the portal have not gone to its original position, it's still sideways. What do you want to do?
I look out the window. Do I see the arrow guy?
He's all the way down, 20 floors down. It's a 20 floor down, 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 down. If you fail, you fall down 20 floor. Then he's actually, what you notice is the archer guy have netted Ichiro Star to the floor, and it seems that he's waiting for Red Spartan to come down together with Zelda Rocket.
Hang on, let me try. Let me decide. Okay, I'll jump in. I'll take a gamble. See where this portal takes me.
Right. You head towards the portal, and then you jump in, and then
Blue
you're
rush. Outside the building. Oh, thank God.
You're falling.
Oh, same thing. All right, I'm just try to run. Dive down into the wall and try to run. Instead of running straight down, I will try to run up to decelerate myself instead of running up.
All right, you're gonna be running up. Okay, since you're actually falling, you're gonna be rolling for acrobatics. Acrobatics to actually run up instead of running down. Okay, you can use an inspiration. You can succeed. Okay, acrobatics 14, not enough. So you're still falling down. If you fall down, if you're falling down, it's gonna be very very damaging for you. You can roll again later before you fall down. Okay,
Yeah, I'll
and
decide
then
later.
all right, there's later. Okay, now the shifter. Okay. All right, the shifter actually looks at you, Uriel, and then looks at you, Mindbot, and then he said, even though I would like to actually have this dance with the two of you, and I feel uneasy with your friend over there, Uriel. I'm not too sure whether he's trying to flirt with me or he's trying to take me down. But if he wants to take me down, I hope he's not going to be in bed because that's not how I roll. And then he quickly turns his hand and then he quickly runs towards the portal and then disappears.
Undo.
And then a red button as you are slowly floating down. Suddenly you see a portal appears in the distance. And then you see a particular man actually down from before you can even do anything. And then you see the arrow guy already waiting for you as you're down. What you want to do, rest?
Oh, is it my turn already?
Yeah, I've been talking to you. You not
Yeah.
listening or something wrong with my headset?
No, 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 no. I was trying to double check because the tunnel isn't here, so that's why I was double checking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As I'm still floating. I'm just gonna go full defensive, holding Zelda Robbins. Full defensive. That was one action. Then my skill action. I'm just gonna say this. Uh, let me just roll this. I won't let her go. Let me just roll for my wheel. 19.
What? Hello?
She
The red aura
is my waifu!
Lol. Stand guard against both of them. And then I say,
This
if you
guy,
want her to go through me,
oh, they're gonna say something. If you want her, come and get her, or something like that.
he's lawful good. He's lawful good.
Right. Okay, now back to Uriel the Watcher. Okay, Uriel the Watcher, before the portal, you know the shifter's portal doesn't really last long once it actually goes through it. You only have a split second to actually enter the portal before it actually closes. Or if it completely closes, you have to take the lift and have to take at least 3 turns to go, 4 turns to go all the way down.
I'm going to risk it. He said he has a job to do, so I assume he's not going to leave his compatriots high and dry right now. So I'll take the portal.
Okay, you quickly rush to the portal. Okay, you need to pass on an acrobatics check to actually jump through the portal as it slowly closes. Roll for acrobatics.
Good. Roll the wrong one.
Ooh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, you actually went through the portal easily. You went in. Okay, as you went through the portal, you have a free attack because the shifter doesn't know that you're actually coming through the portal. All right.
Just the one I'm going to use.
All right.
Hey,
Smite.
Shifter! You forgot something!
He turns to face you and then gonna be rolling for his parry. Okay. And you smack him in the face again. And then he's staggered, rolling for his toughness. Okay. And he actually you smack him and after he just like fell down. And
We
then you
weren't
injured
done.
him. And then the portal just disappears. And then he looks at you. That never happened before. You had never managed to go through my portal the moment I actually walked in. It
Fast
seems that
learner.
it seems that you have gained some sort of experience, Uriel. Perhaps you're an already. Level up. He's
I don't
secretly
find
laughing.
out.
Then, after you did the attack, now is it will star. Okay, it will star. You are still being netted. Roll for strength. If you don't roll for strength, you can use your powers to actually try to burn it.
Does
Okay.
it work? Does it not work? I can use my power if it's allowed.
Okay. Strength. Okay, you try to actually use your strength to actually pull through the net, and then you remove the net. That's it. Full on action. Easily done. They are no longer being netted, but you're slowly getting up. You can't do anything, and that's about it. All right, okay, round five. Okay, round five. Okay, Mindbot. Apparently, you're the one that's actually being left behind. You're still at the top. Apparently, Hitman is on the floor. This police officer is actually still unconscious. So, place many of the officers are actually fall down due to the concussion of the blast. What do you want to do?
I.
Take the lift down? Take a 3-turn lift down?
Mhm.
Or 4 turns actually taking a lift down? Or do you actually have Hitman and also the police officers that is actually unconscious on the
I
floor?
quickly move to this police officer and I'm like smack on both cheek and saying, "Oi, wake up! This is an emergency! Wake the fuck up!" So I'm like just smack him on both
Okay.
cheeks for him like to wake up.
Yes. You smack her
Oh,
on both cheeks. Go for treatment.
okay. One moment. You said treatment, is it? Yep.
A
Yeah,
slap is
treatment.
considered treatment.
Yeah, treatment. Right. You shake her, shake her, shake her. You notice that she actually opens her eyes, bruised, injured, cuts over her face, and then she's like, "Ugh." But this police officer is too badly injured to do anything. You can actually save them from the fires, of course. What do you do? Do
The
you save the old man in the room? Do you ask the officers to actually get up slowly and then try to save the others?
Of course, I help her to get up slowly. I tell her to go to this elevator, wait for me while I try to bring in the rest, and if you can, take this man with you. I'm gonna check on the patient. The patients are in the floor as well as any other officers, and bring them in and call the fire department. As I basically go to this old man and check on him and say, after like I bust through the door, sorry, sir, this is an emergency. The floor has been technically put out of service. Are you in any shape to walk?
You see Russell Barnaby, the old man from the Karatur restaurant they actually met earlier on, actually stood there and looked. Oh, I'm bought. I can actually walk. I'm not so frail, old man. He looks at you. Oh, uh,
Russell, I mean,
uh,
we're all youth. We feel youthful in our hearts. As I basically help him stand up from like the bed, give him his walking cane. As I like, okay, steady now, one step at a time. Take, you're gonna see an officer.
Russell, Russell walks over to you, touches your shoulder slowly. I'm not so weak that I used to be. but then he stopped. He coughed a bit and coughed a little blood. Then suddenly looks at you. I'm sorry, Walter. I don't think my frail body is strong like it used to be.
Don't give up, okay? I'm gonna take you to the elevator. As I basically on my headset, I talked all the way to DeAndre Blue Rush. I'm like, Blue Rush, how many people you got down there
Blue,
with you?
Blue Rush is falling down. They're like, Blue Rush, where are you? I'm
I've been falling down for 30 minutes!
Anyway, I basically tell Blue Rush, what's the situation down there? Because I'm assuming he's down there.
I'm falling and I can't get out.
You say that in character?
Yeah, sure, why not?
That's good. That's good.
Get yourself back up and help the people evacuate the hospital.
How?
Well,
Anyway, I
All
will
right.
help basically
Anyway,
Russell Barnaby and the other officers.
that's done. Okay, that's done. The officer is actually trying to get to the other lift, and after that, the other officers apparently, which is here,
Mm-hmm.
and another one here. You're not too sure whether it's still alive or dead. But you can take this lift over here, or you can take this lift over here to you.
Assuming basically Russell, I basically has helped him reach this elevator, so you can drag Russell away. I will go to this passage, like, as soon as I see this guy, I'm like, okay, oh, Jesus. I check on him. Is he alive or dead?
Oh, you have to wait for next action.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Now is Shadow Striker's turn. Okay. Alright. Okay. Shadow Striker turns to see if your star actually managed to rip through his energy net, and he's actually quite surprised. Nobody have actually managed to actually rip through those net. Oh, it must be something special. Then he actually took out his bow, but he's neither pointing at Ethereal Star or Red Spartan, or at Uriel. Right now, he has his priority straight. If he doesn't take Ethereal Star, he's probably gonna smash his face in. If he doesn't take Red Spartan, he thinks to himself, bubble, 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 thought bubble, comic book thought bubble. If I don't take down Ethereal Star, she's gonna smash me back in the face. But if I take down Red Spartan now and take over Zelda Robbins, Shadow will actually acknowledge me as the one. Thought bubble, thought bubble.
Decisions.
Comic book thought bubble. I'll take over you now. Red Spartan, he charge at you and try to hit you with a bow. Okay, right? Hitting to attack. Okay, parry or dodge.
Parry.
Okay. Parry. Okay, nope. Your parry skills is bad, Red Spartan, because perhaps due to injuries or you're not really much of a fighter yourself. But you got smashed in by his metal bow. Roll for toughness. But this metal bow does nothing to your face. You don't even feel anything. It's just like a simple slap to the face.
Can I roll for intimidation when he does when I got hit that? Oh,
No, not yet. Okay, rolling for his acrobatic. Actually, you notice that the moment he actually hit you with his bow, you notice that he actually rolled behind you and straight to Zelda Robbins. It seems that it was a feint of an attack and not really an actual attack. Then, Blue Rush. Falling, falling, falling. Okay.
Let's see, if it doesn't work, I'll just spend a point.
Oh, you just run down. You might never know.
Run down and punch the Shadow Striker.
Yeah, I don't mind. I guess I can do that. I'm gonna run down, I guess.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, 17. Onegaishimasu.
Okay. Alright. Apparently, running down is actually easier for you than running up because it's only DC 15. And then you quickly position your body properly and then putting your foot on the wall. And then you quickly rush down. And you ran and ran as fast as you can. Rush until you actually appear at the alleyway. You notice that Red Spartan actually got hit by the bow, and then you quickly rush and you're on the wall and you actually appear on top of him. What do you want to do? This is acrobatic is just a skill check. It's not an attack action.
Sorry?
It's not an attack action, so you can do an attack. What do you want to do?
Okay, I guess I'll punch him once.
Okay, punching while running down. You have momentum, so you have a +2 bonus.
+2, okay.
It's due to your speed and the fact you're like running downwards. That's 25.
Ooh,
25.
supersonic punch 25, effect 24. Okay, alright, rolling for toughness.
Does the +2?
Okay, toughness fail.
Oh, okay.
Okay, when you rush down, you actually punch him in the face, but because of the shock, the impact, you actually smash him, and then he slides in front and flew on the floor. And then you quickly rush up, and then standing next to Red Spartan with Zelda Robbins behind you. Florida Smash! Okay. And then the shifter then turns. He actually like laughed. I clearly underestimated the four of you. Well, of course, not mine, but that guy scares me. The shifter then turns.
What?
Give him the heebie-jeebies.
Yes.
I look
And
at
then-
Blue Rush, like, what the hell happened?
I definitely do not want to be taken down by the rest of you. You win this time. And then he conjures up another portal, and then you notice that both him and the man with the bow disappears into the portal, and the portal is still there, unless you guys are still daring enough to follow them into the portal. But it's going to be a very difficult fight who you're going to face inside the portal. Do you guys want to follow them into the portal and or fight whatever inside, or call it a day? You managed to save Zelda Robin.
I will follow Uriel. We're going
Whenever
in.
I'm in there, he's just basically
Oh, walking. Just
walking to the portal. If
Ah,
anyone stops him, then we'll see how it plays out.
I guess.
Only because after the shifter is Red Spartan. After only Red Spartan can try to go into the portal without any penalties. But Uriel, you probably have a minus penalty to your acrobatics. But Red Spartan, do you jump in?
I look at the portal. I say to myself, no. My predecessor family is much more important. I say to myself, I just stand by Zelda Robbins till help arrives.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. All right, Uriel, the portal is actually shrinking. Do you jump in? You have a minus 5 penalty to your acrobatics if you jump in. And if you get defeated, and if you die, you have to create a new character.
I know. No, he's this is just in character. Then. He walks up to the portal. He looks towards Zelda Robbins, looks towards Equal Star and the other heroes, and he bows his head and walks over to Zelda to make sure she's okay. Because that was what he was coming back for, and for the main reason.
You look new. What do they call you?
For real. You can call me the Watcher if you like. Just try to do the right thing.
Anyway, Red Spartan. Should we probably get her back inside the hospital right now? I think we should.
Is there another one we can take her to? 'Cause she's not safe here.
Do you have anywhere else for us to take?
I don't know.
The police station, but she's still injured. Best case, we stay with her until everything is settled.
Roll for insight. You guys can roll for insight to see where's a safe place for her to actually go to. Those that's here though, but not Mindbot because Mindbot's not there.
So I can roll as well.
Yeah, you can roll as well. But it's still days though, so you got -2 penalty on your insight, it will start. It's the first time somebody actually smacked you hard in the face.
It's useless anyway. Piece of shit.
Okay, Blue Rush haven't rolled yet
Yeah,
for
Blue
insight.
Rush. Roll for insight.
Do I have to? I mean,
Yeah, it's just a common sense insight type. What's a safe place? Because you guys were talking about it just now. Okay. Alright, okay, 6, 7, and 9, you're not too sure, you're unsure where to go. Okay, Uriel, you actually have some thought. Where can actually Zelda could be safe? There are 3 possible locations you can think of. Of course, this is a suggestion. The police station, where she can actually be under the protection of police. And if the shadows are actually brave enough to actually go into the police station to catch her. 2, again, the Karato Hotel. Because apparently these villains don't even know that she stays there. They only knew that she was at the hospital the moment she actually arrived at the hospital. That means that her data, her information was actually in. Somebody actually found out about this and then actually informed the villains where she was. Okay. Tony Stark's old laboratory base, which is now the safe house for Watercroft, aka Mindbot, Roach, and also Gigi, which is actually another Tokusatsu hero. So, Uriel, you can give these suggestions to Red Spartan, Blue Rush, and Ethereal Star. Okay, you go and roleplay.
Yeah, we'll go Red Spartan well, he doesn't have Rush yet, but the other hero. They listen to me, so why don't we take it to Mindbot's base? I mean, it seems fairly secure, and could we not maybe hire a private nurse or someone we can trust to look after her If worst comes to worst, we'll have a nurse there. We can call a doctor and get some advice. And, yeah, one
I
of
roll
us is
for
always going to be
insight
there.
again.
But I mean, though I agree that we should probably that's probably the only safest place that I could think of. But how did you know about that? How did you know about the base?
I've been there.
He went there. He went there.
He doesn't know.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. He
My
went.
character doesn't
DM,
know.
DM, the reason why I roll for insight is that do I want to know that will Shadow, the Shadow that we know, is brave enough to raid the secret base? That's why I roll for the insight.
You know to show whether the shadow that's missing now is the same shadow that you know. But apparently, that arrow guy been calling Shadow. Shadow will acknowledge him after he captured Zelda Phoenix. Is he working for Shadow? Or is Shadow an organization? These are two things you need to find out later on during your own investigation or during your team investigation. A team investigation will give you a bonus. Individually, it'll be quite
Alright,
difficult.
alright.
You can role
Okay,
play
so
this.
we will say
You can role play this with the others because he did actually mention Shadow, your old companion.
okay, let me know please. I mean, the safe house is the safest place. I don't deny that, but that other fellow said something about Shadow will acknowledge him. Is Shadow more than a Shadow? I mean, more than one person? I
Or
would prefer we bring her to the Karator because I think they won't be dumb enough to attack there. But again, I don't mind if we go for the secret base. Hopefully, Maima doesn't mind.
okay, as you were all having
Sure.
a conversation, Mindbot, you arrive where the others were together with Russell Barnaby. And you actually see a bloodied Ethereal Star. You've never seen Ethereal Star being bloodied this much before. And she's not really particularly happy. She looks really angry because as if somebody have given her the smackdown or something. But in the distance, you notice that Zelda Robbins is still on the floor, apparently still alive and not being captured. Apparently, these other heroes have managed
Can
to
I can I can I
stop.
role play something?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I hope all this thing worth her freaking life because I'm not particularly fond to be beat up just so someone else can live their life.
Basically,
I hope that her life is really worth this much trouble.
as I basically let Russell walk on his own pace, I slowly walk to first Ethereal Star and say, as I heard her say this, this is what technically heroes would do here on our beloved planet. We give our life so that somebody else would live theirs. Rather we die or we live. That's the price we have to pay for, doing what's right. And besides, when you
If you call this right, I do not want to know what's wrong. This whole entire thing is wrong. It's so wrong. Sacrifice your life for a life of someone else. You can't even save your own life. I can't even save my own life for crying out loud. This is so pathetic. This is so embarrassing.
relax,
And then you see the old man, Russell Barnaby, walks over to you, Drill Star, and said, then he slowly speaks out in his like frail voice, "Thank you, Drill Star, for helping me and saving the rest of the people in the hospital. You really are true. You are really like the heroes of the golden age that I used to remember. You remind me of a woman that I used to love. Ah, but apparently she left Earth and went back to her home system. You remind me of her a lot." But he grabs your hand slowly after that you'll start. And then he hold both hands. And then after that he slowly kisses it and then after he looks at you and you notice tears in his eyes. And he said and then he turns to Mindbot and turns to you and said, "Thank you. Ah, it seems that the new age of heroes is indeed arriving soon. I could have feared the worst.
Uh,
But one thing puzzles me. What is a golden age villain doing in the new age? What is the shifter doing here?"
wait. You know who that weirdly purple guy is?
Proper nerd.
Yes, uh, that was. I was a young boy then. I read stories about him and another particular hero that fought against him. Um, and that man over there looks just like him. But then again, heroes can be impersonated. Golden Age or not, a New Age.
Well, well, old timer, I'm gonna leave you here with ethereal stuff for a bit as I basically walk to the three of them and say, good job on protecting Zelda Robbins. I know it wasn't our best performance as some of you were injured or even hurt, but the point is, she's alive. So, anybody has any ideas into where do you guys should we take her? Because the hospital is out of the question. They reached her once, they can do it again, and they
Great.
have no problem of blowing up the hospital apparently. Police officers and the patients on the same floor has been rescued and they are being treated here locally. No lives has been lost.
I need to ask a question. Why is she so important that people will want her life, dead or alive, whatever that works.
Apparent.
Well, why don't we find out?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we find out what they're
And I
so
thought you
afraid of?
guys has figured it all out. Apparently, you guys don't.
As long as the shadows
I'm
want
good.
her dead, it means she knows something that they don't want anybody else to know. That's enough reason for us to rescue her.
I just roll my eye. Iterator just roll her eyes. Ugh.
I'm pretty sure Zelda Robbins is like fully conscious and awake, right?
Yes, they just got up.
Mm-hmm. And then basically you see her like getting up and everything. Well, Miss Robbins, pretty sure you owe an explanation to 1, 2, 3, myself, and Ethereal Star. You owe us here 5 people an explanation on why the shadows almost blew up an entire hospital just to kill you.
Do we ask these questions somewhere safer, just in case they decide to come back?
Yeah,
Shifter has a way of
I give
appearing
it
out
to
of
Real.
nowhere.
Wait, what?
So we have this conversation somewhere else. The shifter is one thing, but he can always appear out of nowhere.
True.
Yes. Uriel knows the shifter can teleport anywhere he please, no matter where you are. If he knows where you are right now, your current
Mm-hmm.
location, he knows how to get there.
Okay.
But if he doesn't know, if he haven't been to that place
Mm-hmm.
before, or he can't detect you, he won't be able to find you.
Well, we cannot stay here in the public street. My car can only take about 4 of you, so Miss Robinson, that's one, and myself, the driver, so that means I can take 3 other people. We're going back to my place for now, so
I
who
Itrios,
just,
wishes.
Itrios Star and Red Lantern can fly,
I,
and
I
Blue
just,
can run.
but before he even said anything, I just flew away because it's like I'm just like so done with this conversation right now. It's like, I just want to be calm before I smack anyone else with my starbolt.
Okay. Red Lantern,
I just flew away. I just flew away. The moment he said that, oh, it's like we can take out my car, whatever she is, I just flew away already.
So I need to buy her some donuts after this.
Don't have to, man. She's not like your wife or anything. Unless
She's my roommate. I don't want her to go through my stuff.
What do you feed her? I mean, do you
Let's-
just feed her donuts? As I basically, like, remote controlling my car to arrive in the nearby parking lot. Dude, you should, give her some vegetarian food. Have you tried?
I feed
Have you
her.
tried food like laksa from the stall down in downtown? He sells Sarawakian laksa, man. That's like a rarity anywhere, anytime.
You do know that I don't have time to make those.
Just,
I make her food most of the time.
just buy them, man.
While the car's living in it, whereas like one question is like, one question, what's Luxa?
Oh,
It's some kind of noodle. It's some kind of
Wait,
noodle.
are you asking this? Are you asking this in character or in player?
In character, of course, I know what fucking Luxa is.
Cultural you are.
I just have to make sure. I just have to make sure. It's like, are you asking
You don't have
in
to make
character
sure.
or in players?
I'm nearly 30 years old. What's it?
Plus, they sell Laksa
Okay,
here
anyway,
in the
continue
department
on.
store. But
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
I said, continue with the role play. Explain what is Laksa to Uriel as my bot.
I'm just like I look
Uriel
at you.
just doesn't
I
get
look
it.
at you like, moving my head to the side, left and right. You must be joking. You don't know what laksa is? Laksa is the most delicious food ever. At some point in mankind's history, World War III almost waged over who has the best laksa ever. Hands down, Sarawakian laksa is the best. No exceptions. But some dumb idiot decided, to make it Singaporean laksa just so they can please everybody.
Fair enough.
Anyway, Miss Robinson, my Carl. So we're gonna have a thorough talk at my place, and for your own protection.
Mm-hmm. Are we forgetting about this guy? Also.
Oh, that's Mr. Russell Barnaby. See if you can fly him over back to the hotel, and give them the instructions to call in an in-house doctor to take care of him.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. I hope it's not too much, though. Oh, and be careful when you carry him. He's frail, he's old, and trust me, he's like, fragile as an eggshell.
Why?
Between him and that pissed off roommate of yours, who do you want to take on?
My face off roommate. Anytime.
Coward. Respect your elders, man. Respect your elders as you carry him and fly.
Let me try to intimidate him with a energy blast, a small energy blast to his feet at the side.
Oh God!
Let me roll for intimidation.
Against an old man?
No, against
Oh,
you.
against me. Okay, come at me, brother. Come at me. Let me roll for my will. Where's my will? Oh, here we are.
16.
Oh God! I'm like, by 1 point. 1 point.
Again.
I'm like, hey, are you trying to kill me?
Maybe because you forgot about Zelda. She's not following you. Anyways, I'll be sending Russell Barnaby back to Karato Hotel.
Mm-hmm. Miss Robinson, we're gonna go now to a secretive place, please. So I appreciate it if you follow me back to my car, and yeah.
Back to my car, into my room. Ding!
You don't need room. The car is fine, just the car.
Oh damn, son! Somebody has gone places.
Okay, so Press Spartan, you actually bring Russell Barnaby back to Karatul Hotel, and after that he appreciates it, and after that talking to you, like he tells you about the Golden Age heroes and villains, and
I
then after
listen.
that, while the others actually followed, Walter crossed back to their home base. Okay, but before that, I just want to ask, okay, Star, where do you go first?
I go back home. I go back to Michael's place. Yeah, I just go back to Michael's apartment.
Go back to Michael's apartment.
Yeah. I'm just pissed off. I just want to end the day. It's like, she felt useless. She just felt pissed off. She felt like this whole entire hero thing is just not not her cup of tea.
Time to be a villain.
Yes. See the world burn. See the world burn.
Anyways, let's just continue the role play. If it's the next day, I'll do something before we go to the next day.
I don't think it's going to be next day because this guy's going to be going back to Walter's place until they decide to actually fast forward time. Okay.
Continue on, DM.
Okay, continue on. Karatul first.
Okay, let me just write Red Spartan model. Right.
Okay. After you flew together with Sir Barnaby, he actually thank you for bringing him back. Then as you arrive at the place, you see Tarashi Madarame actually greeted you, and then he said thank you for bringing back this old man, this frail little old man. Oh man, what's about me? Then thank you for that. Then you see two girls actually arrive and then suddenly happy and then speak out. We heard actually what happened. They said, and we actually surprised to actually see who it is. But you don't have to wear that silly little costume. Possibly looks at
Huh?
you. We know who you are, Michael. You can remove the ring now.
And then here I thought I could have lived a simple, heroic life in a bit. I took off my ring.
Mm. You took off your ring, and then you like see, yes, we know who you are. You don't have to hide. So, you remind me of a man that used to wear the same ring before. Apparently, his color was green. Yours is red. I think you have too much emotion, stress in your body, young man. You you need to try to rest it up. Uh, but I need to go back to my room. Tonight's incident too much excitement.
Hopefully you get better. I really hope he gets better. I
The
don't want my
two
roommate
the,
to go
the
a
two
fit.
the two girls have said, "Thank you, Michael
You're
son,
welcome.
for bringing Russell back. He used to be some sort of a special person back in his days." They said, but it is a time that only be spoken to you and perhaps to others during your free time when you come. It is actually very late. Perhaps when you're free, come over and visit us.
Sure, I'll come over after work if you are open after hours.
Oh, yeah, we open every time, but we need to look into Russell to see if he's okay.
And then I want to make a funny comment. Maybe he used to be a Mars rider or something like a Kamen rider that I heard from those conspiracy nets. I don't think they exist here. Well, in Mega City.
Roll for
But
persu-
wait.
roll for persuasion.
Okay, I'm just for fun. This is for fun, for fun, for fun, for
Nat
fun.
20, Nat 20.
Persuasion.
Ah, why? I was praying for a Nat
The two girls laugh. Well, yeah, no idea. But if once you're free, come over and pay us a visit. They said,
Sure.
and then they just left. And then after that, Tadashi Narame, the owner of the place, and said he bows to you and said, "Thank you very much, Michael. Your assistance was greatly appreciated. You and your friends are always welcome here in Karatu. But
You're
I,
welcome.
over, I overheard your conversation with my two adopted daughters. You were mentioned Kamen Rider or Must Rider. What? How?
Yeah.
What do you know about them?
Well, I'm not too sure if I should share this, but back where I came from, I fought one, and that's how it all started. I don't know why this Mars Rider fellow came for me and my friend. He just came out of nowhere. But I kind of like the suit though. I'm not too sure if I ever get one. But they have the red ring.
You know so much about the Kamen Riders, and yet there's so much mystery about you yourself. As if that I feel as if that your time is out of this. But it is a time for a different matter. However,
Yep.
you need to go and protect your friends. They are looking for you, and they are much emotional state that you need to practice, young Michael. If you are free, perhaps you and perhaps your friend or any of your friends that you trust can come here, and I can teach you a thing or two in my dojo.
You have a dojo? Well, that's good.
Oh
Good
yes,
to meet me again, Tadashi. I extend my hand for a handshake.
he shakes your hand and he said, "Then the next time we can talk
Till
more
next
about
time.
this. We can talk more about this Kamen Riders, and perhaps I can tell you more about other old heroes from the Golden Age time. Perhaps they are still exist even now. Perhaps
Yeah,
very active right now in Japan." They call themselves Super Sentai. But over here, we call them Power Rangers.
Wow, that's a lot of rangers. Well, one thing for sure, I want to see a bright future where no wars are fought. Well, see you next time, Mr. Tadashi. Then I just
He
turn my back and
bows.
walk towards the door.
And then after that, then where do you go? Do you go straight to the warehouse to meet with Walter and others, or do you head straight to your apartment, try to talk to Itrio Star to actually calm her down and ask her to join you to the warehouse?
Let's just okay for me. I need. I'm actually concerned about Rachel because she's my roommate. So I went the ring. I flew back to my apartment first.
Gotta make sure she doesn't steal your shit.
Not sure.
Oh, making sure she doesn't eat my entire month's worth of food and ingredients.
All right. Okay, now you can actually go on roleplay at your apartment.
As I land, I took out my ring.
Oh, she's down there along
Ah.
with you actually, because you are here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And let me just delete.
Mhm.
Okay, let me just delete that. Wait. Where is Star? Where is Star? Little Star, where are you? I don't see you.
Yan.
Oh, okay. There she is. Okay.
My character disappeared.
Yeah.
My character disappeared just now. Wait, okay.
Ah.
You just see that your room is a mess. The living room is a mess. I'm finding bandages to bandage myself. I'm just finding whatever bandages, quote unquote bandages I can bandage myself badly, and I'm just grumbling while eating ice cream and everything. And it's like I'm just annoyed and everything. So it's like, yeah. Your kitchen is a mess. Your living room is a mess. Your kitchen is a mess. Your living room is a mess.
Oh,
And your toilet is full of blood. Your toilet is full of blood.
I look at my toilet first. Huh. Not too bad, I guess. Then I walk back to you. Ashlyn, do you want me to make a milkshake? If you haven't drank the milk, I can make something. I have a blender. And did you eat any of the fruits?
I just glare at you and I just grunt. I just glare at you and grunt. I just grunt and I just continue. I just continue bandaging myself while eating the ice cream.
Ashlyn, can you give me the ice cream so I can make something nice for you? Something nice, cold, and refreshing?
No.
Alright, then would you like a juice made of fruits that they might be still in the fridge that you haven't just eat?
Can I just intimidate him with my glare? I don't know whether I can do that, but I'm just like gonna just like stare at him dead in the eye.
Can. Roll for intimidation.
Son,
19, let me roll for will.
son, never ever tell a girl to
Roll.
give you her ice cream.
Okay, I'm just gonna make the juice. Would you like something tropical or something local?
I just glare at him again. I just glare at him again.
Okay, something tropical.
Just
open my fridge.
back away to a nice corner and throw some chocolate at her.
No, I'm not gonna. I take out mango, some what else? Mango, red mango, some kiwi, and some lychee.
Man, that's a lot of fruits, man.
Yes, I'm making fruit drink. I make 2 blends, one for myself, one for her, with the added of mint, just for a little cooling sensation. I pour into 2 cups, glass cups. I take one for myself, I take one for her. There are some left in the blender, which is like a quarter left. I head back to the couch. I give her one.
Just one? How cheapskate can you be? Give her both, man.
Where's the handing over sound effect and the pouring sound effect? I only heard a blender.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, budget, I'll tell you.
Anyways, I give one big cup to her. I take the medium cup. Ashley, do you want juice? It's just fresh.
I just grab and drink. I don't even bother to answer him. I just grab and drink.
Alrighty then. I know you're mad, but I would greatly appreciate that you don't be mad for your job tomorrow. Remember, that nice lady might have a heart attack and she might die when she sees you furious.
I roll my eye at him. I roll my eye and look at him. It's like, you fucking serious?
We humans are frail. Unlike you, among us, you're probably the strongest. But
I roll my eye again. It's like, ugh. It's like I roll my eye again. It's like, ugh.
come on, Ashley, come on. If Aunt May dies, who's gonna make all those delicious cakes and candy? I wonder if she does make candy. I mean, would you miss that?
I look at him again. It's like, I'm just drinking. I look at him. It's like, the fuck. It's like, are you done? It's like, I'm not even talking, but it's like my eye. You can tell. It's like, are you fucking done?
Alright, I know you're mad, but please don't be too mad at your job tomorrow. If you don't want, I don't want you to lose another good chef because of our own misbehavior. Alright? Oh, Ross apparently texts me and he's gonna be well. If you're lucky, he may make us some sushi as a token of gratitude. Would you like that?
I just continue drinking. I just look away and continue drinking the juice that he made.
Alright. There's a bit more left in the blender. I'll pour it into the smallest cup that I have. I'll put it in the fridge. Don't destroy the fridge, alright? Or else we can store all the good stuff. Okay?
I just do the hand gestures, like whatever.
Alright.
I just don't want to
Oh,
talk.
David.
I just don't want to talk. My character right now just doesn't want to talk. She just wants to be alone. But then this fucker just come along and just say that, hey, you should know this and that. It's like, are you fucking serious right now?
I put the remaining in a small cup. I clean a bit the blender, put the cup into the fridge, and then I head out as the red Spartan to the warehouse. To the warehouse!
That's it.
To the warehouse.
Throughout
Yeah.
the whole RP, I didn't even hear you trying to persuade her to follow you to the warehouse.
Exactly, man. Like,
She's
That was like
Progression.
that's like
Wow.
that's like 30 minutes of RP that didn't even mention or talk about going to the warehouse.
exactly. Pussy.
she's angry. She's angry.
Pussy.
She's
Man.
But
angry. Right?
I
Amazing.
could be rolling a 1, and you could be rolling a nat 20 on persuasion.
try to roleplay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not here to tell you how to roleplay, but because you told me just now that you want to persuade her to go to the warehouse, that's why I bring you to this scene. If I know that you don't want to persuade her to bring her to the warehouse, I will ignore this. I will ignore this scene and just go straight to the real part of the story.
Jeez.
Okay,
Sheesh.
in that case,
Because this was clearly a waste. This was clearly a waste of time.
sorry guys.
If you really don't want to
what?
waste time, just try to roleplay and persuade her character to follow you to the warehouse to see what is the reason that Zelda Robin was attacked. If you want to know, tell her that she need to know. Roleplay it like a comic book. Roleplay it. Jan also need to roleplay this properly. Same thing.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Okay. Go back.
YOLO
Okay,
this.
back. Action. Okay, I'll continue.
Before I go, I asked her, you want to go to the warehouse to see what happens? Why was Zelda targeted?
Ashton just like look at him. It's like, are you serious now?
Remember,
After all this whole entire thing, you want to go and see the person.
20.
I told you could be rolling a nat 20.
Wait, it's a will, right? Is the net 20 consider auto success, or do I have to roll for will?
Just roll will.
Because you can nat 20 against him, which you did not.
That's pretty high,
net.
bro.
Despite my roll, a net 20 is still a net 20. So it's like, yeah.
It's high though. Ooh, it's very high. 27, 21. Jauh, jauh beza.
You can you can resist it. You can
I
resist
say
it.
I take the drink. I slap it on the table. Seriously. After all the thing that we have been going through, that you want me to see a person that we risk our life to see what's her freaking big deal?
Yes, and you can insult mind bot. Would you like insulting that guy?
God. Oh, whatever God that you guys are praying to, he does not worth my time right now, okay? He is the least of the importance of my time right now, alright? Right now, I want to just stay here, relax, heal up my wounds, and just be done for the day, okay? You know what? You know what? Intercourse this shit. I'm going with you, okay? I want to see what the hell is going on with all this thing. It's like I'm injured, I'm pissed off, and I want to know what the hell is going on.
Okay, so you're gonna follow me, but why do you mention intercourse?
Isn't that what you guys call it? Fuck it, intercourse.
Yes. You're correct. Let's go. And Michael said that was a close call.
Man, you seriously.
Have sex with me right now.
Oh yeah, do it.
Wait. Okay. Let me ask it. Let me ask it. Star, do you want to have a thing called angry intercourse or something?
Is that what you guys do in Earth here? It's like I'm like
Yeah.
it's like I know I come from a place that is very open, but it's like, but angry sex is like, it's not their thing. So it's like I'm
think
like
the
judging
culture.
I'm like judging eye at Michael.
Etruscus culture is probably angry eating, eating the food until to the point that the whole planet almost lost its food resources.
It's like I look at Michael. It's like, is that what you guys do when you guys are angry? Angry sex?
No, it depends. It usually involves a man and a woman in a relationship, and if they're angry, they just have sex to calm each other down. I don't believe that because I never have a girlfriend.
Okay, yeah, you might need to invent a new word from your alien language to refer to. It's not you're not going to use the word as that actual word that we always use. You may need to create a new word, maybe from a Japanese style word like oh, you mean yamete, or you mean ikai ite ite or something. I don't know. Just create one.
Wait, do you mean iya yamete? Ita yamete?
Let me know what
Hayaku
inside for that.
kupansai?
Let me know what inside for that.
Alien itai yamete is a new alien word.
What?
$10.
That one there from a dictionary.
Just too
I'm
bad.
not too sure what you do.
Too bad.
Back in the
Wait, too
NAM.
bad we're not there. Why? Because some of us were just gonna give you like boxes of condoms and a box of cigarettes and like that stuff, kind of stuff, and saying for the
Good.
mood.
Good.
No.
At least you get on there. So, anyways, actually, why not we go and ask, alright? And then, as a special reroll, just before we go to bed, you can ask me anything you want, or ask me to do anything you want. Is it okay?
Anything I want?
Yes.
She didn't even give consent.
Anything I want?
She didn't even say, give her
Yes.
consent before we go to bed. Is there anything you want?
Yes. After we investigate, just before we go to bed. Is it okay?
Nice save, man. Nice save. Just after we.
Sure.
Let me roll. Let me roll inside resistance.
I'm like smiling. I'm like smiling. I was like, sure.
But then I feel my butt cheek cramping. This is not good. I say this to myself. This is not good.
I think in her.
Are you lawful good,
Uh,
yo?
I-
You're lawful good, yeah? Zab, just to tell you, you don't take
yeah,
advantage, huh?
yeah. No, I roll for inside. This is just for me to cheer up
Mm-hmm.
out of my goodwill. Nothing bad. Out of my goodwill, and I have to uphold that promise, which is gonna be painful.
You are a lawful
Like,
simp now.
shut up.
Oh wait, actually I want to change my image for Ashlyn Ray. I found a better image, but I want to change it. Can I change it, Herbert?
You can change your character image anytime you want. It doesn't really matter whether you don't stick with one. You can change as many as you want.
Okay, okay,
I
can.
think also in her culture, women do it to men, not the other way around. So whatever you do, Zaf.
Oh, do not speak the truth! Do not speak the truth! That was a surprise!
Oh, wait. Oh God, I thought it's like
Anyway, let's
Then
continue
move
on.
along, move along.
Like,
Please.
uh,
So
said Ashley
today.
Ray. Said Ashley Ray agrees to follow Red Spartan. Let's just reach to the warehouse, please.
All right.
This is too much comedy.
Okay, so you decided to move straight to the warehouse and flew there together with
Mm-hmm.
Action Ray.
Oh hell no! That's even worse.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Anyways, move on to warehouse, please.
Meanwhile, at the warehouse, Walter, Uriel, and Blue Raj,
Let me just.
together with Zelda Robbins and the Zelda Robbins. Okay, so to resize Zelda Robbins,
Mm-hmm.
I need to resize this whole map.
Tall
That's a
lady.
huge
God,
bitch.
there's
No,
a tall lady.
I think next week I need to resize the whole map, make it bigger.
Like,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Zelda Robbins actually rests in the room.
Mm-hmm. And naturally, like we are, like there. So I just like while sitting on this yay chair, Miss Robbins, you are safe in this hideout, but I have to ask you this. You owe everybody some answers. The shadows would not hesitate have not hesitated in blowing up, and I quote, an entire floor of hospitals, setting and almost killing every patient in there, just so they can reach to you. What do you know that so badly they want to kill you to keep it, secret from us? And so far, this is their, second attempt on your life? I don't want to know what will happen at the third one.
It won't matter, there won't be a third one. But we do need the answers, madam.
And she just like looked at Blue, Walter, and then after that at Uriel, and after that at Blue Raj, and then she said, I found a connection between Shadow and this organization that Shadow created and followed. They call themselves the Shadows, not being very original, of course, but it seems that this organization actually date back all the way to the golden age of heroes and the villains that follows after. The information was in the safe in the police station. Were you able to get the data that I asked you to find?
We did.
Yeah.
You see the photos.
I
Yes.
take out the envelope, and what do I see? Like once I go through the paperwork.
You remember it was the pyramids and the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You see a photo of the pyramids at the background. You see the number of people. They're like all in some sort of uniform, and also some of them even wearing some sort of costume. But when you actually look at the photo properly, the photos itself, which actually was not able to be scanned by your computer, and
Mm-hmm.
roll for perception.
Oh, here we are. Yeah, yeah,
Perception. Not per perception.
Mm-hmm.
Perception. Okay. All right, Uriel, Dean, Blue Rush. It's up to you if you want to.
Why
Was
not?
a sorry, you spoke a bit faster. What did you say?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just waiting for Blue Rush to roll for his perception. Okay. Okay. You don't really see it, though. He said the photo is actually quite small. The figure is actually quite small. My Blue Rush, you don't notice it. As I walk, Uriel, you don't actually see it, but all across you actually see very small, fine detail among all the people it's actually lined up. Furthest at the back of all those people, you see an image of Uriel among the crowd of people standing really at the back of that photo.
Wait, so I see basically, in terms of costumes, they wear like what, civilian or police or archaeological costumes and such. Just so you know, for my own.
Not even you're not too sure what type of costume is that. It's not archaeological. It's not military. It seems to be some sort of garment, whatever, or robe. You're not too sure what is it.
And I saw Uriel in there, right?
Yes,
I hold the picture
but you're not.
like
But
mhm.
you're not too sure whether it's Uriel because that photo was taken somewhere in the late 1950s. It's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. I walk to this here small computer console and I sit, I put the picture and say, Monday, give me the carbon dating on the photo itself, and please keep in mind that the photo is very fragile. I like as soon as Monday basically confirms that the picture is from the 19 you said 1950s or 40s?
50s.
1950s.
What?
50s.
Oh, okay.
1950s.
As soon as like Monday says like displays the year on when the photo was taken, I'm like, Oriel, how or what year were you born in? Just for my own knowledge, please. Like, what year were you born?
I was born before that. I was born before that. I haven't seen the 50s. Excuse me. I was born at the end of the First World War, 1915.
Oh, we got another time traveler again.
Crap.
Not by choice.
So, how do you explain your picture in here? As like, I hand over the picture to you. So, how do you explain your
Well,
thing?
it was this the same information where we learned about these other watches that also looked like me, or was this a separate thing?
You're not too sure. This way you're trying to investigate.
Yeah. I say, well, I don't remember it. If it did happen, maybe it hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, currently to me, if you understand what I mean. If this shifter can bring me here, maybe it's something else that happens that takes me back.
The other people in the pictures, they all got their faces covered, or some of them have their faces uncovered.
Pictures covered.
Okay, Miss Robinson. So, who are these people in the photo? I mean, I've been able to recognize one of them, but not the others. They got their faces covered in. Even Monday cannot work her magic on trying to identify them. So give me another carrot.
And she look. Wait, I need to roll for fortitude first. Okay. All right. During that time, okay, Michael and Ashlyn Ray, you two arrive. Let me see Ashlyn Ray's new image.
Oh wow.
Ooh,
This
okay.
is
Very Saran Haya.
Oh hell no!
uh,
So
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
My actual butt are actually clamping. Like, I do not feel.
no, this because Ashlyn Ray previously before this she was wearing a hoodie. She was wearing that bean thing on her head, and after that she got really angry. She went to the nearest saloon and got herself a makeover. And after that, one of her friends probably tell her, or probably Aunt May told her, "Hey, maybe you should have a little makeover, dear." And after that, suddenly make her change into this.
Bruh. Michael's butt cheese. Like, I am in trouble.
looks like somebody is hooked.
Yeah, cannot.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
uh,
Okay, so Michael Ashlyn Ray is a Yokyu.
come on, Ashley. We scan
After
ourselves.
you, after you, after
Uh,
you.
all right. After I scan, I enter. while waiting for Ashley.
I do the same thing, then I follow Michael in as well. This
Okay.
place.
All right.
We walk towards the main computer room.
Looks like we have
And
guests.
hold.
Hmm. Do call them. Do
I
call them to this
I
unit.
go I, I go out and just say, "Hey guys, over here,
Oh,
Michael.
all right,
Who
coming.
this? Who this?"
Who's the new
I
girl?
don't actually. Do you want to introduce yourself or just keep it quiet?
Ah, it's Ashley. Never mind then. Anyway, room's pretty small.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
I'm away outside. You guys can go in, I guess.
All right, I head in.
Hey, Mike.
So, what do we found about her?
You are receiving, like, I hand you over a picture in black and white, and when you turn it to, like, to see the date of it on the back, it says 1950. And you spot Uriel
Oh,
smack in the picture as well. Like, the same guy
I
who's
don't even know.
next to me.
I look at
It's me.
Uriel, then the photo, and look at Uriel, then the photo again. I'm
Well,
missing another.
he definitely keep his age well. He aged so well. It's like a fine wine. Is that how you guys say it?
Yeah,
My
I
yeah,
mean, you
that's
don't
what I
know.
say.
I mean, all due respect, madam, you don't quite know that yet. If you catch my drift.
Let me know for insight what he's trying to convey. Let me know for insight. I have no idea what trying to incite, but I'm gonna ignore that. If he's from the 1950, why is he right here, right in front of us, still able-bodied?
Well, look. What happened was, that did you get? You caught a glimpse of that guy in purple, right? The guy who made the portals.
the shifter.
Yeah, and yeah,
Yeah,
he
I've
seems
fought him
to hate
before.
me.
He's
Oh,
from my time,
oh, great,
and he
great.
as far as I can tell, he's the one who brought me to this time. Wasn't my choice.
No wonder
Why would he
Russell
bring
Russell
me
Barnaby
here?
seems to be, says he dressed as the same guy from, from the Golden Age. I mean, Miss Robinson, you're not suggesting that the same people here in this group photo with their faces covered are the shadows who've been, God doing what else in the world before any of us was born in the first place? Hello?
Waiting for
Yo,
the
Mm-hmm.
response.
Herbert.
Yep.
Yeah, waiting for you. Because I. Mhm.
Right. My something wrong with my headset. Couldn't even hear
Mhm.
you.
Oh,
Can you repeat?
I said
Uh,
basically to Miss Zelda that Miss Robinson, you're not suggesting that the same people in this group have been running the world since the 1950s. That seems a bit far fetched.
Okay, wait. Holding fortitude because she's still injured,
Mm-hmm.
so she could pass out anytime if I just roll below 10. And then she looks at you slowly and said, "That photo is old. It's my from my father, from my grandfather. My grandfather who actually did the investigation on them a long time ago. Then my father continued, but that's the reason why I joined the task force. My father went missing when he actually flew to Cairo to actually find out what actually happened. But it seems that this shadow organization, they're everywhere. But you might have, I think there might be somebody that might know about them. But there's a tough man to crack. And he owns a club somewhere in the city. He's, he's at this club, if I remember, called Rolling Fortitude. Bada bing,
Uh,
bada bing.
Other thing.
Look for Fabian. Fabian Tohal. He owns the place.
Oh, man.
Fabian
Let's let,
Tohal.
let's let this woman rest. She's had a very hard day.
True.
And she almost passed out. As she lay her head down, her eyes actually closed. Then suddenly her eyes opened up again and said, Fabian Tohal at Bada Bing. Tell her that Zelda's Zelda's looking for him. Tell him that you're a good friend. Tell him that young Robin Zelda, just give him my nickname. Tell him that tell him that Link is looking for him.
okay, I look into basically everybody. Let's let Miss Robinson rest for now, and let's go to the main room and plan the next move.
Alright, you guys go ahead. I'll catch up.
Mm-hmm. Blue Rush, you following?
Yeah, right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you should go follow them as well.
We travel all the way here just for her to be unconscious. It's like, wow, humans.
Remember, Ashlyn, we are not strong as you. Remember that. Alright?
It's like, whatever. It's like, whatever. It's like I just walk out and I just follow them. I just stay by the tree because I don't know what the fuck they are trying to do.
I tell to Zelda that your brother, in a sense, was my senior. I hope he will come back to your side soon. Just believe in that. And I walk out. Oh, really? Never mind. So, what do we do now?
Well, we have a name, Fabian, and we have Miss Robinson's nickname as well as the address for the club. So we're gonna have to, to know more, we're gonna have to fetch him. As you see me like scanning the photo and opening a file for the shadow organizations. if
Did you forgot to mention that her brother is somewhat related to me? The Apex program? Have you forgotten?
One, she's swinging between life and death. If I say that to her, she might take a swing at you. Remember, her brother went missing. To her, her brother's, gone. And if she learns that you're somehow related to, what happened to him, she might grow to hate you and wanting to kill you. So for now, let's just not tell her about this until, we can be assured that she won't take a smack at you.
Regardless of it, she needs to know that her brother is alive. Alright? Give her some hope.
One, even I, sitting right here, glued to this grand computer 24/7, I cannot tell you if her brother is alive or dead. Whoever took her brother made sure there is no paper trail for me to follow, neither real life or digital. Unless they're the same people, then at least I have, some trail to follow. But we're gonna have to get this guy Fabian. So, as you see me like rotating the chair to all four of you, anybody's up for some night clubbing? Hopefully tonight.
No, thank you.
What's night clubbing?
Oh!
Basically speaking, my bot, don't you dare!
Oh!
Don't
Oh!
you
You did
dare!
not tell her? Oh!
Don't you? No!
Oh, Miss Ashley Ray.
What is this?
It's basically a place where men and women, mostly Michael here, go to dance.
My bot,
Go to dance, and he is the best dancer ever. He danced naked as well, for money. Where
Oh, you do?
ladies can put money in his underwear for him to dance for them, and sometimes he just do it for free. Isn't that right, Michael? Don't you? I mean,
Bruh.
Is that what you do? Is that what you do during your free time, Michael?
No, I don't. I usually make food
yeah,
or experiment on food. Not
food
that.
with your elephant. I mean, didn't you tell me one time you went to naked sushi eating where ladies ate food off of your back and stomach and other places?
Uh, no, I would never do that unless I have a serious relationship to the girl.
Which means you
What are
have
you?
done it before.
After this? No,
One
I have
question.
not.
One question.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the sushi place, and what is sushi?
Son,
Uh,
you're too old not to know what sushi. It just rice and fish and wrapped together in a very nice, intricate, Eastern style.
Catfish, you plebeian.
Oh, so where do
Catfish.
these women eat the sushi off you exactly? Is there an address?
Why are you asking me that? That never
Well,
happened.
Yes, it did.
well,
I
to be
never
fair,
have a girlfriend.
I'm asking mine, bot. But if you know, I'll be very interested to know.
Mm-hmm.
This future's opening up a lot of opportunities, as I'm
Yeah,
learning.
yeah, Michael.
What do you?
Take the both of them into the nightclub. At least they can, eat sushi, watch you dance, and be the great gigolo that you are, while the rest of us, grab Fabian and bring him up here. Come on, Michael, be the
I
true.
take out my sword. I take out my sword and then
Undercover
I
work.
comically try to slice his neck off.
Wait, who's he attacking?
Oh,
My
Your friend.
bot. He's attacking my bot.
let me roll to dodge. That's dodging. Actually, yeah, dodging is my best.
Oreo doesn't know that this lady is Ethereal Star, so he flips in front of her to like guard her because he doesn't know what the
Oh,
hell
net
is happening.
20.
And nat 20. You
Net
just see
20.
me like, swing the chair left. As you like take one swing, I'm like, I move my chair just slightly 5 degrees to the left. I'm like, you miss me, man gigolo. Come on.
Stop spreading lies about me. I am not a degenerate. Unlike you, you've been showcasing your degeneracy.
I'm not a
I've
man
been nice to
gigolo.
eat yourself and any other moment with respect. I never done anything to them.
Really? Then why did you get so
Uh,
worked up about when I tried to explain what's a nightclub to her?
Madam, I
Because
think maybe you should make some other decisions. I don't know if this man's your ideal boyfriend.
Exactly. He's a man
not her
whore.
boyfriend.
You live with her, you feed
I am
her.
her friend.
Yeah,
I'm her
a
friend.
friend.
I'm her
You live
close friend.
together?
Yeah, they
Is there
live
any?
together apparently, and he
Yes.
called her roommate. And you see me like doing air quotations. Apparently, she's his roommate, if you know what I mean. I mean, you live with her, you feed her, you wash her clothing. That sounds like you're in a one-way relationship, man. And she's like, living off of your back.
Is that what you have been trying to offer me this whole entire time, Michael?
No, I've been trying to be a good friend to you. I never done anything that you dislike unless you ask for it. Alright? Ish.
Well, I trust you. I
You
definitely
guys
trust
all.
you. I definitely trust you over my bot. My bot is just talking crap right
Anyway,
now.
Thank
putting the
you.
joke to the side, we're
Thank
gonna have
you.
to go to the nightclub to grab Fabian. So who's with me? It's not a one.
I'm with you. I just don't
Not
have a
me
thing to
after
wear.
this.
I think what you are currently wearing is more than enough, because it's a nightclub. It's not meant to be anything fancier than we're wearing on an everyday basis.
I don't know, but I'll take your word for it because generally, the timeline I'm from, we generally would wear, suits out. But
Mm-hmm.
I'll trust you on this.
Uh,
I feel horribly underdressed, but I'll trust you.
I mean, better to be underdressed
I
than
feel
nothing.
so much heat now.
Michael, you
Alright.
and
I am not going there. Alright?
then
I'm not going
I
there.
need someone to be my backup. So it's either you and Blue Rush, or you're gonna walk into the club with me.
Why would I want to do that? You're a bad friend. You tried to spread lies about me.
And you try.
I mean, to be fair, you just tried to cut him with a sword,
Yeah, my
so
point exactly. At least I'm cutting you with.
Who's the good guy?
Exactly. I'm like, I'm only talking, and you're like overreacting. Man, you should chillax. Take life like us. Take it like a joke, man. Learn how to adapt.
I think let him go
Take
into the
the
club
one
and
that
tease
is
him
a
now.
literal joke.
Oof.
Hey, at least you could say I respect her opinion. Unlike yours, which sadly it almost cut me in half. And I point to the dent you made on the floor. Oh, and Michael, I'll be billing you for that scratch you made on the floor. These things aren't cheap, you know.
Yeah. I have a job tomorrow, and so as Ash did. Unless tomorrow we can convince our bosses to go that we are going to a nightclub, I'm not gonna do it. Alright?
What's the next day, Herb, in terms of days? Like, actually, what day are we in? Is it like Monday, Saturday, or what?
Honestly, I never really keep track of days because it's Mutant and Mastermind, not like Dungeons and Dragons and so on. Yeah. Honestly, okay, let's assume it's a
Oh,
weekend.
okay. It's a
Alright.
weekend.
Okay.
That means it's a Saturday. Wait, do you work on a Monday now? Seriously? You work on a Monday?
Yeah, I will.
Sorry, I mean Sunday.
What's this out? Oh, no. Sunday, I don't work.
Oh, okay.
Miss Ace already knows that.
Just simply tell your boss that you're going out to take some of her client to a nightclub so they can keep them as a client for the garage.
Let me roll
Oh,
for
I get it. Is he one of those like they're the girls that work on the streets, but he's not a girl? Is that what he does?
A pimp, you mean?
No,
I
the other thing,
am
prostitute.
what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For the record, I am not a prostitute. I am not a pimp. I'm just a mechanic.
Yeah,
All
who
right.
fixes stuff with his.
You sure your hands are so
Yeah,
soft?
exactly. I mean, mechanics are known to have rough hands, and they are a bit.
Wait, feel these.
Exactly.
Puts out his carpenter hands.
I clean my hands proper.
With
Let's not even to the topic. If it's a weekend, I don't mind going
to.
there.
Mm-hmm.
But Ashley has a final word in it because I still have to take care of her. She's still pissed off. Alright?
She can take care of herself, man.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, and
she.
then
I think, judging from her look, she just wants to be left alone. But
yeah,
you always try to butt in.
Mm-hmm.
I
yes,
think what
I don't
this
want her.
I think this young lady what she needs is a good night out. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
who doesn't love a night on the town dancing? I can show you kids some moves.
Yeah.
You know what? Since you guys have been talking so much about this nightclub that you guys been doing, you know what? Why not? Why the hell not? That I might as well just join and see and experience what this whole entire hoo-ha is about. Okay? Maybe I could see the action of whatever you guys say about Michael. Okay? Him dancing naked
Hey!
and everything.
Yeah, Michael.
Yep, don't worry,
Go ahead.
sweetheart. He'll follow you. Don't worry. I feel like he's gonna go whether you want him to or not.
Exactly. You hear that clinging sound,
Walter,
you hear that weird. Uh,
Walter, shut up before I blew a hole on your fucking face. Shut up.
so it's settled.
Shut up.
Tomorrow night we shall go to the nightclub and have fun. Until then, people, I recommend you take a nice warm showers, rest, relax on your home, and just think about how to dance tomorrow while the rest of us, of course, do some serious detective work.
I am not dancing. I'm just gonna be there and be your
Yep.
lookout. If anything happens, I'm just gonna say this. If some weird stars align, some pretty ass girl says she's gonna take me away, I do not mind that. Like that is gonna ever happen.
One moment, let me just take out this. As I basically walk and stand near DeAndre, I whisper to you, DeAndre, $100 says he's going to dance just because she will force him into it,
You're on.
and that
Let me roll for perception for that. Do I hear that?
Bet.
I hear that. What are you guys talking
oh
about?
no, just making a simple gentleman's bet.
Why?
You know, me a gentleman, he's a gentleman, and you're the topic of the bet now. Though seriously, man, don't cost me money, okay? That would not cost me
Hang
money.
on, there's a bet going on. How much are we putting up, and what are the stakes?
Even you real?
$100. Just simple $100 on rather. Edie boy right there will
$100.
a simple $100.
All right, in the future. Right.
So I'm gonna bet that he's gonna dance so weirdly that people just don't want to be around him.
Exactly.
Please. If that happens, I'm happy. Alright? If that happens, I'm happy. People won't bother me. I can just be alone. Alright? I'm not dancing.
Alone in the dead.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm gonna say this to you gently, Michael, okay? Don't repeat the same thing you did on New Year's Eve from back home, okay? You kinda embarrassed me to a point that I had to salvage the leftovers of that miserable night.
What did I do? I only drank simple beer. Nothing happened.
Yeah, that simple beer you...
That's one
Okay.
sip.
That one sip, you made me chase around you in Night City after you screamed, I'm a sexy little girl, for some weird-ass reason. That one beer of yours.
Wait, you're a girl, Michael, all this while?
I'm not. I'm a guy. You can look at. You can.
That's not
check
a girl.
myself
That's a
if I was
man,
like, oh,
baby.
Yeah, well...
I broke his chest. How about I broke his chest?
Okay.
Oh! Let me roll for insight. Let me roll for insight if I blush like.
Oh god, you
Why are you
blushing,
doing-
you're blushing.
What? What are you doing?
It's solid. But I don't doubt that you
Thank
are
you.
not a guy.
I am a guy. Alright. Okay. Let's end this conversation. We all agree we're gonna go to this nightclub called what was it called? Bada bing?
Yep, bada bing.
And find this person
Fabian.
called Fabian Tohal.
And
Alright.
also, remember the nickname that
And-
she gave us, which is Zelda. Zelda wants you. So, never forget, okay?
Zelda wants you and Little Robin.
Exactly. Otherwise, the guy might freak out and never talk to us. Also, I recommend you guys prepare for a fight just to be on the safe side so we won't be caught off guard. If anything, the main priority is to get the civilians away. Don't fight in the nightclub, just drag them outside if you have to. Through the ceiling if you must.
You do
Oh, there's
know that I
projects.
don't start a fight. You know I don't start a fight without.
Have we?
reason.
Is the scratch on the floor over here from something else? Was it? Is it from someone else's sword? That
That's
started
because
from.
it's Walter. That means because it's Walter. He spread
I
lies
don't know.
about me.
Hey, I'm not
Okay.
lying, man. You have a low alcohol tolerance. It took like one Eastern European beer mug enough to send you on a wild goose chase that you never even remembered from back home. I spent almost $1,000 just chasing after you.
You guys use that term as well. I've been trying to be careful with terms I use. Goose chase. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's just we agree. We're gonna go to Bada Bing tomorrow night, probably early so we can avoid the line, and pray that we have a reservation.
Reservation
Alright.
in a nightclub?
I mean, that's why we dropped the name.
I mean...
Walter, the nightclub is technically a commons man gentleman club.
I'll do the reservations right now while you guys, are deciding on what to wear. I would say dress to impress, but knowing you, you're still gonna...
No,
I was gonna...
I'm not. I'm just going to dress like this. I'm just going to dress like this, my normal clothes, nothing fancy. I don't want to attract attention.
So, which means you want to embarrass the rest of us. Because some of us, we know how to dress ourselves.
Go ahead. I am staying out of trouble. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm staying out of trouble. Unless Ashley asks me to do, I'm not gonna bother with that.
Ashlyn?
Then you should wear something to impress. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never seen you outside of your clothes. What? How long have you been wearing this? It's like you haven't even taken a shower and you just wear back the same thing.
I,
You,
I,
you say you
I,
smell
I,
like you
I
smell like
actually
dog.
I actually agree because Michael and Walter, these two image from Michael and Walter, they've been using this image since what? More than a year. It's more than a year. Come on, change some. Give me a new image.
Okay, I will actually. I
Yeah,
have one, so let
Oh,
me just while he.
no,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
now. Give
definitely.
it for me. Give it maybe for next week. But I've been looking at this same image for more than a year
Mm-hmm.
now. So ever since modern day 20 to now. So give me a new image. At least Jan's character
Oh
changed image
yeah,
from
yeah,
time
yeah.
to
I
time.
have
So
one. I
yeah,
have the
so
perfect one,
all right,
and
okay, all right.
yeah,
Proceed,
yeah.
proceed. Role play.
I simply just
uh,
tell them like in a serious tone of voice. People remember we got lucky at the hospital today that nobody either died among us or civilians, and only
Oh really? Oh really? Someone just got hurt and still have to drag her freaking ass over here to listen to a almost died yet unconscious woman to speak only to not speak the point.
okay. Once she's awake,
Oh, you that other
wait,
lady.
wait, wait.
I see.
Ashlyn, I admit that you, among all four of us here, you deserve like beyond your credit when it comes to what you have did. And once Miss Robinson in a good health enough to speak, you and her are gonna have a long conversation, just the two of you. No interruptions, no anything. So I will owe you at least that much. You want answers? As soon as she gets better, I will call you out so that you can have your one-on-one with Miss Robinson and decide for yourself rather it was worth it to save her or not. Cause I mean I expected at least anybody anybody like you, they would have never walked back after what happened to you, but here you are, good looking and seems to be in a perfect health for somebody from your own alien species. In a normal
Oh,
human term, if I were to take the same amount of damage as you do, I'll be on a wheelchair bound for the most of my life, never to either walk, talk, or even god knows what else. And yet you seem to be walked off, as they say, with minor scratches and yeah. So, people, as I was saying, even though you're going to be dressing to impress, I recommend that, get ready for a fight just in case. And what happened today is no shorter than, us being lucky that nobody either died among us or the civilian population. If this is the level of fight that we, are going to be encountering from the shadows, then we're pretty much screwed. We have to strategize the fights from now on. Never ever fight any one of them by yourself. Always have a backup, just in case anything. And if you have to fight by yourself, I'm gonna be making extra communications for Ashlyn and for Uriel and for Hitman as well. So that if anything, you guys can call for backup and yeah, either from each other to me or anything. So the plan tomorrow is very much simple. Go into the club, get in contact with Robinson's informant, bring him back here for questioning, and yeah. Anybody else have any questions or suggestions?
yeah. Is there another way for me to
no.
be able to get back up here in case I can't get to your car or anyone who can fly?
And if not my car or anything, you're gonna have to take public transportation.
Oh, so this is accessible by ground level.
It is accessible by ground level. Yeah, I'm gonna put your biometrics in Monday's database, although she's gonna freak out every time you're gonna be scanning. She will think you're an old man.
Okay, one question. What's biomechanics?
Uh, you're kidding. Biometrics. Oh,
I
oh.
come, I come from the 1920s.
It's just a way for my beloved machine to remember your name and how you look like in and out of the mask, and yeah, so she can let you through the front door. Otherwise, she will, not open the front door and activate the defense system against you and probably zap you to death. With enough voltage, with enough
Fair.
electricity that could, zap 10 elephants simultaneously, enough to fry them out. So, yeah. Just, a little nice safety procedure.
Okay, fair.
So, people, rest, relax. Tomorrow we have a nightclub to run wild in it, and yeah, let's just pray that none of us ever get killed or hurt. And Michael, please don't embarrass me and don't drink any alcohol. I don't want to chase you in this city again.
Again, that's just a lie. I did not do such thing. All right.
Once we get back home, remind me to pull the surveillance photos from you running wild in Night City. Just remind me to do that.
Oh what? Because I okay, in a joking manner, because I somehow managed to take a road roller with me and drive it around the city like a maniac. It's gonna be wee or something.
Yes, I mean, how in the hell you remember this but not you drinking the alcohol and doing it?
That was a joke. It didn't happen.
Yes, it did happen.
Like,
And like I said, there was a perfect reason why they, you are banned from drinking alcohol. You have low alcohol tolerance. All that spot and training of yours, and they could not train you to, to endure a mug of beer. I mean, come on, man. You think they can do this?
alright. Walter, shut up. We're tired. Let's just all head home and rest. And Ashley, again, since you're being such a nice girl, you have permission to do whatever you want when we get back. All right?
Well, only if you comply.
I will. I'm a good person. I will comply with your request.
I agree, dear.
Come on.
Simp. Your character just got hooked, man. So, people, if you got nothing else to do, I'm more than happy to call both of you a cab so you can be on your day. I'm gonna put the data that I got from Miss Robinson into a file and read it very thoroughly.
Fine. Don't call a cab. We'll fly there. Actually, I'm just feeling really tired of this friend of mine who's spewing out lies. Let's just fly back home. All right? It'll be much more nicer.
Well, while basically Ashlyn is like going, you see me like, just standing behind you and telling you like in an extreme serious tone of voice, buddy, please do me a favor, and the next time something like this happens, you will make sure that nobody gets hurt, not even you.
There's always someone who will get hurt for the greater good.
Yeah, but if we can prevent...
Something is unavoidable.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we can...
Something is unavoidable.
I know. But if we can prevent it, let's do it. So...
Fair enough.
Please do close the door behind you, and yeah, don't do anything I won't do. As I walk... I walk back to the PC hub, and I just, input the information I got from Ms. Zelda into the PC, and just read through the file very thoroughly so you can move on to other people. I'll be going to the bathroom, and I'll be right back.
Okay, alright, actually, Ray, what do you want to do?
So as we flew back, it's like we just flew back casually. I think it's nighttime, so we can just flew like that, right, Herbert?
Of course.
Just flew like that.
Of course.
So I just asking him. So did all those things really happen? Whatever my mod said.
It did not happen. It did not happen. All right. I may be a Spartan, but we are trained not to do something stupid. All right. The only time we did something stupid is for a greater cause, as in a gamble.
Well, why would you do that?
Sometimes you just have to take a risk on doing something to fulfill the mission. Hmm?
Right. So,
Hmm?
so tell me, what is this club thing that you guys been speaking of? I mean, although I heard a bit about it, but not to the extent that you guys have been speaking out loud.
Basically, a nightclub is where a place where all the people who doesn't go to sleep early go there and have fun, mingle each other, drinking alcohol, or worst come to worst, they have snoo, or as I want to call it, sex, which I kinda avoid them for a good reason. I dislike having illicit relationship because that's wrong.
Oh, you mean iya yamete? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, yes, I dislike doing it to other girls because it's wrong. Let's
Mhm.
Alright, we reach the apartment. So we reach the apartment, and I just ask Ashlyn. So we're home. What do you want me to do?
Say, I have been curious though.
What?
Oh my god, this is so 18 and above. Oh my god. They have been saying a lot
Are you
about you,
okay?
and I wish to explore you.
Okay. Explore in what way? As in, we talk, or we go to the bathroom and you look at my body, or something.
Something like that.
Oh, so you want me to go to the bathroom with you? Oh, sure. All right. Me and Ashley goes to the bathroom. What now?
I'm trying to figure you. I'm trying. There's something about you that is interesting yet at the same time weird. And how how in my world, how in my planet, how we try to discover each other is that through looking and such. And I do not know how to explain to you in words. I can only show you. I will allow you to
Okay. Explore you? Okay. May I ask, explore what? As in undress you? Or something?
I'm sure in what in your earth language is called intercourse. And that is what we are gonna do.
Oh! Wait, what? Let me roll for insight.
Roll for sanity.
Oh! 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 Okay. I'm on my word. Let's do it. But any particular method you would like to do this? I mean, we have quite a history of intercourse. So, any particular play you're interested in? Oh, please, dear God, help me.
From my from where I came from, is usually the woman is doing to the guy. So this is why. Okay, I'm sorry, Herbert. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Herbert.
Bro,
Wait, what happened? Why did he lose
I mean,
subscribers?
continue.
Wow, dude, you missed the whole fucking thing. Oh my god. Oh well, you can check the recording, I guess.
Yep. Anyways, continue on. Yan, continue on. Um, uh, okay. I don't mind we do some kind of this, but are you sure you don't mind my ding dong there? You can fit you because we supposed to have more than one giant ego, right? We have something else big. Then I point to my pants.
Son, remember we're
That's
recording this.
that's normal. That's normal. From where I came from, we are more than one.
Ew.
Uh, uh,
Anyway, enough
uh,
talking. We should head back.
we are already back. We're in the bathroom. Because Herb hasn't changed, changed the scene. I just assume we are at the bathroom
Okay.
at our apartment.
But I'm not gonna roleplay the scene because it's gonna be so fucking cringe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. The two had one heck of a night, with Michael being the victim and Ashley taking
I can
charge. Yeah,
I
that's
can
it.
always make this video into two parts. Wait. Let me just pause it for a moment and see. Yep, it needs to be paused just for a moment and